Imagine watching a man's hair fall out, his teeth rot, and his skin melt into a jelly-like substance right before your eyes. Imagine watching that same man's head get detached from his body and placed inside a wooden box with a hole in it. And imagine that the detective who came to arrest him is now being invited to stick something into that very same box. This is not a nightmare. This is The Special, a 2020 American horror movie. And today we are breaking down every single disturbing moment from start to finish. Before we continue, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. We are going for 2,000 likes on this one. We meet two close friends, Jerry and Mike, having a very familiar conversation. Jerry is convinced his girlfriend Lisa has been unfaithful, and Mike agrees something needs to be done about it. Mike's brilliant solution is simple. Jerry should cheat on her too. Jerry hesitates. He has no one else in mind. But Mike waves that problem away because Mike always has a plan. He takes Jerry to a brothel. And to heighten the mystery, Jerry is asked to cover his face with a plastic bag the entire journey there, so he cannot memorize the route. When they finally arrive, they are greeted by the eccentric owner, Madame Zora. The place has a deeply unsettling atmosphere, and here is the very first red flag. The escorts already know Jerry's name. Nobody asked, nobody told them, they just know. Jerry is led into a dim, empty room and locked in from the outside. No women, no furniture, just a black box sitting on a table with 4 words written on it. Stick it in here. Jerry laughs. Jerry removes his pants. In the next room, Mike is busy with 3 other workers when he suddenly hears Jerry scream. He abandons everything, rushes over, and finds Jerry completely unconscious on the bed. He buttons him up, throws him in the car, and drives off. On the way home, Jerry wakes up and he is absolutely glowing. He immediately wants to go back. Mike pumps the brakes and explains that the special is a one-time thing, extremely expensive, and that Jerry needs to take it slow. But back home, Lisa drops a bombshell. She is pregnant. Jerry's immediate reaction is not joy, not relief. He questions whether the baby is even his. Lisa is devastated. The next day at work, Jerry wastes no time asking Mike for the brothel's address. Mike refuses completely, so Jerry goes searching himself. He finds a similar establishment run by someone called Mystic Wanda and asks about Madame Zora. Wanda plays dumb until Jerry puts money on the table. Suddenly, she remembers everything. Jerry shows up at the brothel again. Zora tells him they are closed. Jerry offers double the price. Zora lets him in. This time Jerry is fully conscious through the whole experience. And when it is over, curiosity takes over completely. He shines his phone flashlight into the box and tries to force it open. Zora walks in to end the session. But Jerry does not let her leave. He attacks her, kicks her, stomps her until she stops moving completely. Then he grabs the box, walks out, and checks himself into a hotel where he stays hidden for 6 days. Just him and the box. Back at work, Jerry can barely function. He returns to the hotel and goes back to the box again. This time he reaches his hand inside and discovers something shocking. A sticky jelly-like living substance. He collects some in a small bottle and takes it home. Night, Lisa catches him using it alone in bed. Jerry plays it off as a surprise for her. But his aggression and desperation make Lisa deeply uncomfortable. The very next morning, Lisa wakes up with severe abdominal pain and bleeding. She loses the baby, a miscarriage almost certainly connected to the mysterious substance Jerry brought home the night before. Meanwhile, Detective Barnes is investigating Madame Zora's murder at the brothel. He finds occult books on her shelves. The security worker Ivan explains that Zora used them to cast curses. And when they check the eerie room, they discover the box is gone. Back at the hotel, Jerry tries to use the box again and something goes terribly wrong. He experiences excruciating pain and pulls away to find bruises spreading rapidly across his lower abdomen. He visits a doctor who runs tests and tells him clearly to stay away from the box and rest immediately. Jerry goes home. The infection spreads to his stomach. Lisa arrives with the heartbreaking news of the miscarriage. Jerry barely reacts. He simply suggests they try again. He is completely and utterly gone. The next day, he returns to the hotel only to find the box completely empty. So he drives to a hardware store, buys a lock cutter, breaks the box open, and takes whatever is left inside. The bruises keep spreading further across his body every single day. Lisa, meanwhile, has been quietly piecing everything together. She finds credit card statements showing hotel charge after hotel charge. She receives calls from Jerry's workplace about his repeated absences. Convinced he is having an affair, she drives to the hotel to catch him herself. She enters his room, finds a strange, unfamiliar smell, searches everywhere, and then in the bathroom she finds it. The jelly-like living flesh Jerry has been keeping hidden. Before she can even process what she is looking at, Jerry grabs her from behind. He chokes her until she stops moving. He thinks she is dead. He realizes she is still breathing, and he finishes it with the lock cutter. He meticulously cleans the room, wraps the body, and quietly stores Lisa in the garage at home. Jerry checks out of the hotel, takes the living flesh with him, and transforms his entire bedroom into a recreation of the brothel room. He even starts his own operation and calls it the Bone Masons. But then Mike comes knocking. He finds the garage open and sees the flesh inside. He suspects something is very wrong. Jerry arrives and plays it completely cool until he casually lets slip that he also killed Lisa. Mike grabs his phone to call the police. Jerry suffocates him with a plastic bag. Covered in spreading bruises and deteriorating faster by the hour, Jerry continues living alongside the flesh, fully and hopelessly addicted to it. Then his neighbors ring the doorbell to celebrate his birthday. Jerry screams at them to leave him alone. He goes back to his bedroom, and the flesh is dead. Jerry breaks down and cries like a broken man. In absolute desperation, Jerry rushes back to Madame Zora's brothel and finds Ivan still there. Ivan takes one look at Jerry's horrifying, deteriorating state and tells him to wait in the eerie room. While Jerry waits alone, his transformation accelerates beyond anything imaginable. His hair falls out in clumps. His teeth rot and decay. His skin turns soft and jelly-like and begins to melt. Jerry is no longer recognizably human. He has become a sentient mass of living flesh, the very same substance he spent weeks addicted to. Ivan calmly walks in, detaches Jerry's head from what remains of his body, and places it inside a brand new black wooden box with a single hole carved neatly in the front. The cycle is now complete. In the final scene, Detective Barnes arrives at the brothel looking for Jerry as the prime suspect in multiple murders. Ivan listens politely to everything the detective has to say, and then he smiles, and he invites the detective to step inside the eerie room and experience the box for himself. The door closes behind him, and just like that, a new victim is born. The special is one of those films that sounds absolutely ridiculous on paper and somehow ends up being genuinely disturbing by the time the credits roll. At its core, this is a story about addiction, about how pleasure can become the most terrifying prison imaginable. Jerry did not meet a monster. He did not stumble into a curse he never asked for. And in the end, he did not just lose everything. He became the very thing that destroyed him. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video.